Welcome back, guys, to playing Bitburner. This is Cody with Nexus Event Studio, and I'm continuing on with day 2. I accidentally ended up clicking, so you didn't get to see the screen that says that, welcome back, you made this much money, and the Hacknates make this much, and blah, 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 blah. But this is the next thing that popped up, where we have another message coming through. So, there's no world to save. Bah. Alright, so what do we also got? So, one of the things that I did is when the stream ended last time, that was right when I got the faction net burners to kind of show up. And so I just switched to that before logging off. So that's why we're up on this guy here. So we're going to do some things. And actually, this will be perfect to show a lot of the augmentations and things like that. So I actually have some reputation, so we can go and purchase a bunch of these. And so the thing to keep in mind when doing this is that the prices will increase as you get those. And so we want to do some of these. So this is kind of why I switched right before, because I wanted to be able to get the nice hacknet stuff, because they will help out a bunch. And then this is just a general increase for everything. 1% per, I believe. So, yep. And so start with the most expensive one. When you buy that, this now becomes more expensive. And I don't have all that. So now this one, and we're slow enough that we'll just now get a bunch of these. There we go. So I could wait, get more, but I'm not going to for that. I'm going to go into the city though, and I'm going to use my money, because when I do that, it's going to reset my money. So I think it also resets these as well. If I'm remembering correctly, we'll see here. So the tour allows us to buy different things. I'll show that real quick before we do things. So you can do, if you go to help, got buy, purchase through the dark web. So buy A will buy all of them. L will list them. They are. So we'll say we'll try and buy them all. And it says I can't buy them all because I need more money. So what you can do is you can say individual ones. So root. I already have that one. So when it listed, I thought it showed which ones I had already. Oh, because I just bought those ones and I needed more to buy the different. Hello. I have enough to get the relay now. So, yay. There we go. I got the relay. Which, those would be just to, if I was to connect to Noodles. Which I already have a admin access, so it really doesn't matter. But, now I can do root, open up more ports. Really doesn't matter here for Noodles, but for other different servers, they require having more ports open before you can get admin access. And so that's really what a lot of that is about. So cool. So now to look at the augments, let me show you about the favor here. Go back here. So you can see I've got 0 favor. And if I hover over favor, I believe, no, I gotta go to details. Then I can hover over it. Kind of explains a little bit about the favor, but basically it allows you to get reputation faster. So as you reset, you'll get things that come over based on the calculations that you see right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and install. Oh, before that, you can see what's changing. So because I got a bunch of those governor augmentations that were there at the top, that's why these are going up. You can see the hawk nets again because of those. Purchase costs because of extra. Here we're going to go more than double. So that's going to be great. So, confirm. Yay. So now that everything's reset, if I go back, actually I should active, but you'll see that everything gets turned off. My money is back down to 0. It's as though I've reawakened and started afresh again, except for now I have some augments that are purchased and I can get those. So first thing, get our hacknet going. Let's go in the city. Let's go and train some agility. So lots of experience. So this goes up fairly quickly. You can see I'm going into debt because everyone goes into debt when you go to the gym. So I'm going to go to about, I don't know, I think it was like 15 or 20 or something like that. So as you'll see, as that goes up, I'll come back here, get some dexterity. And the reason I'm doing these two is that there are some particular crimes that you can do, which earn money. And so that way I can then buy the hacknets, more of them. And then we can get back to, actually, while I'm doing that, run, is it noodles? Don't have robot access, yay. So gotta connect to noodles. And then run nuke. Go away. There we go, we've gained access. So now I can go back to home, and then now I can run the noodles script that we made last time. All right, script be running. So eventually that'll make me money. All right, now let's get back to our city. We're gonna go to the slums. And so, yeah, I think it was 20 for each of those. So shoplifting has a good percentage on that. Goes quickly, 15,000. So here pretty quick, we'll get back down to positive. I guess it'd be technically up to positive. Get some monies. Then with the monies, we can buy more hacknets. So that way, as we then start working on our scripts some more, we're still generating money. Money is good. Right. So let that go. Go back to our hacknets. Bunch of those. 10, 10, 10, 10. All right. So I wonder if we should write some scripts now to actually automate some of this. That would be nice. There we go. Good enough for now. All right. So we're going to go back. And again, because we did our augments, nothing's open again. So you have to go back to the terminal and look at all of the things that we had. So we had just finished the self-contained, which is all within this one piece here. And not as fun. Oh, and then after that, we went and we did the looping piece. So that was then here we got our scripts. Remember CD change directory. All right, so we got our scripts, we had our loop, and there we had the grow, hack, and weekend, where they had the individuals, and they loop. And so if we go back, we then want to connect to stuff. That's where we were doing. Sorry, I'm gonna need a drink. It's gonna be bad if I'm gonna start coughing. I'm supposed to go for a few more hours. This talk is wearing me out already. All right, so can we, let's see, was it analyze? They'll let us know, hey, do we need ports? Don't need any ports open, so we can just go ahead and run the nuke. We're there. Mention what security. Let's just go ahead and grow while I'm looking. Security is 10. Does it say what the minimum is? I think it does. Beacon will tell us though. Slowly. -3. All right. So if I remember correctly, last time we did the run the scripts loop weekend, and we wanted to do multiple threads so that way the weekend is stronger, as though it's running 13 of them at one go. And we wanted that for food and stuff. I think the argument. So I'll quickly weaken that down. Now we have lots more money. Go ahead and pop a bunch of these. Still more money by shoplifting. Who knew? All right. So those are going. Now the thing that we want to do is we want to get a script that kind of manages what to, how to put it, to set up the next target and to get it to where we're getting the right amount of hacks, weekends, and grows. So that way we're actually getting some good amount of money. So that's kind of the script that we want to write next. Either that or the hack nuts. And we'll do the hacking manager piece. One thing to notice is the Tor did get reset, but our RAM did not. So we're going to go ahead and buy our Tor here, and we'll go ahead and buy all that we can get. Just nothing. Figure. There we go. We got one. Not that we need it at the moment, but all right. So, let's do nano. Let's see. We want scripts. And now we have loop. We want a, oh, we'll just call it hack manager. So in the real world, you can do KDR to make directory. I don't think that's a thing in this. Nope, I just gotta do nano scripts hack manager. We'll just call it hack manager. JavaScript right there. Let's put it right there. Good enough for me. So if I switch over here to our they're looking at me like, come on, Cody, what are you doing? All right. Right back here. So I copied, stolen. Wait. Yay. I will get better, I promise. Oh, because we deleted it. We don't want it stolen. Brought over. Single hack. Away we go. Man, you guys are gonna love me if I keep doing that. All right. So there's one. Copy paste that. Do again. Then here's our grow. Beautiful. All right. So there's the singles. We got the loops. All right. Now we need to nano scripts. hacking manager.js. All right, so again, we're going to need a target. All right, so we have our target. So how do we want to do this? So we're only running singles, as it was saying, and kind of running through those. So, and it mentioned formulas, which we don't have yet. And if we will figure out what it is that those do. Hack analyze. What is that? Gets part of the money stolen with a single thread. So how much money it takes. You run one hack. Current status of the player and the server. So you need the formulas API to be able to use the server and player information. Hey, food and stuff. That's what we're kind of playing with. Cool. So let's just get some basic information, right? So we want to know. You know what? Let's create a new one. So we're just going to call this one server monitor. So we just want to monitor the server. So, you know, like the food and stuff, we've got the weekends going, but we don't know when that's actually done. We don't know how that's going. Sorry, I got a sneeze coming. There we go. All right. Oh, these bag boys. There you go. Good enough for now. All right. So we kind of want to monitor. Again, we're going to. Okay, I am tired of copy pasting that. All right, we're going to do another one. Nano util, nano, library, no. .js. So what I'm going to do is, do I want to? Yeah, we'll do it. All right, so get server name. And so with this, I take this guy here, and then we're going to turn, this is no longer async because we don't have that wait in there. So now, let's see if I can remember how to do this. Right, I'm going to import set export. Do I need get server name from is it args? That's so now I can do var server name equals get server name. Like here. Cool. So now to make sure that we actually did it right, print server name. See the log. All right. So this should, in theory, this one server monitor, run server monitor. No, cannot reading args. Cool. I don't remember how to do it. Isn't that lovely? Pretty sure I needed. Did it need to be flash args? Wait, it's been too long. Pretty sure. I need. Close it. Args. Export function. I mean, it found it. Okay, so it was working the other way. Cannot read. Oh, duh. No, it wasn't because I wasn't passing a. Oh, Bitburner. I'm so dumb. Okay, so as yeah, so bring it back up here. So cannot read property of undefined reading args. So because I named the file args, I was getting confused as to what was going on. But what's actually happening is if I go over to args again, which there it is. Here, NS is being passed into the get server. It's an argument coming down here. But in server monitor, I am not passing NS in. So I need to actually give the NS to the thingy. So now, if I do that, we'll get the dummy. Hey, yay, because now it's actually running correctly. So now, if I do run server monitor boo, we got the argument. Yay. It's not the valid thing, but you know, hey, we're doing it. So now I don't have to keep bringing over everything. So now if I go to all these various places, such as the grow, now I can just do the import. I can just say get server name s. And so now I don't have to keep repeating all that all over again and again and again and again. What this means is now if I go and I scroll back over to this, say, hey, I want to change this to be not so mean, it will at least give me a change here, but then it'll be changed over here on this one. It won't be changed here, but it will be changed over here. So that's the beauty of doing that, is that now I can change it in one spot and it changes it everywhere. The disadvantage of that is you change it in one spot and it changes everywhere. Usually what that means is that if there's a particular place you want to change it and not everywhere else, now you've got to basically duplicate the code, create a new version of it, yada, 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 all that fun stuff. So yeah, I'm going to change it because now I've got it. All right, cool. And look, we got another message. We can sense it. Yeah, I can sense lots of things. Night after night on my computer. How do you know? Oh, hey, we got our flight executable back again. So we can run that and see what we need to do, which is a whole lot of stuff. So there's no point. We already know we're a long ways away to get lots of money. All right. So we've got our monitor. We're getting our server name. Sweet. So we want to just print out a whole bunch of fun stuff. Kind of stuff should we do? What information? We wanted the security, right? We want to know the max, the min, and all that good stuff, which we had in our self-contained. So just going to steal that. All right, so ns clear, clear log. Right, this is going to clear the log, clear the script log. And then we want to log things. We want to say current security is, we're going to add together this to that, the current string. All right, so what this is going to do is we've got a string, we're adding not a number to get something weird, but we're saying, hey, concatenate or add this string or this value here to the string so it becomes a string. So when we print this out, you'll see current security colon space and then the number, right? So just so we see that, run the monitor, invalid hostname boo, duh. So I get food and stuff. And scripts running, yay. But you can see we got that. I hate the ugliness of that. So we should be able to change to our significant digits. We want to just go to 2 digits. Not significant, but we'll go to 2 digits. Yeah, the question is, can I remember how to do that? All right, let's see. Away. Yeah. while true. There we go. So we're going to loop there and then await NS sleep. We'll say number of milliseconds. So 1,000 milliseconds is 1 second. Log. And so this is, let me just show you why we're clearing. So we do that and then we run. Yeah, that you just get a whole lot of information there. But if we go and clear the log every time that we run through this, now the way it looks is you just get that. It'll update. So it's clearing it and updating it and clearing and updating. I don't need the sleeping there. Oh, let's see. NS log. Disable log. Logging for a given function. You can pass in all to do all of them. All. There we go. So now I run it. Now we got the one. Cool. And just so you can see that we're actually doing something, let's do, I don't know. There was let's do a spinner. Those are fun. Let's see. It's one of those, slash in the pipe and the backslash. Oh, so, all right, I'll explain that here in a second. Back and then back to dash. Then this one. Yeah, I think it's all we need. I think we'll see how it looks. All right. Is that okay? So there are special keyword thingies. I'm not explaining that very well. So for example, here we have the string. What you can do is you can add special characters like this, means a new line. So if I do hello, keep it connected like that. So what happens now if I were to start this up here, you can see hello, and then there's a new line. And so this \n kind of tells it to say, hey, there's something special going on. The backslash means if you follow it by an N, you get something that's a new line, right? And so because I have a backslash here, this quote is saying, hey, I'm trying to backslash this. And so what'll happen is that I'm trying to say, hey, I want a quote. So this is actually going to print not the slash, but it's going to print a quote. And so I actually don't want that. I want it to do backslash. So we do backslash to say, hey, I'm doing a special, which is the backslash. So treat the backslash as an actual backslash, right? So, right. So I need a bar spinner counter. 0. All right. And now let's see if I can do this right. ns.print the spinner at the spinner counter. And now we're going to say spinner counter plus plus. Well, here. All right, I'm going to teach you plus plus now. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. It's horrible. If the spinner counter is greater than, so start 0, 1, 2, 3. So if it's greater than 3, go ahead and set the spinner counter equal to 0. So, because if we keep, so, all right. Well, let me just show you the coolness and then I'll come back to it. Oh, it's far too slow. Okay. So 200 milliseconds. It looks like it's spinning around. How cool is that? It's not even, oh, it's going so fast that we're not registering it. It's not. Yeah, all right. So there's limitations about how fast we're actually moving. So the thing was running faster than what this was happening. So it was, yeah, I can't go much slower. So it's kind of cool-ish. That's not nearly as cool as it could have been. So now you know how those loaders, you know, on different things, how they kind of spin those. That's kind of how that works. So, all right, let's go talk about it. All right, so what's happening here is that we've got our list of those characters, which are showing up right here. And I'm using a counter to get the element, right? And so we're saying, hey, get element 0, which is this one. And then I'm saying plus plus here, meaning that take what's ever here, add 1 to it, and put it back here. So, well, yeah, so that's kind of what that's doing. So there's actually another one, plus plus spinner counter right here. So they're both the same and not the same. So the way this one works, it says, use this number here. Then after using that number, add 1 to it and save it back here. This one says, take 1, add it to this, and then use this value that is here. So, yeah. When I'm using it just like this right here, their effect is the same because I'm not actually saving it to something or using it. So for instance, if I were to come up here, say, you know, this equals 1, and then say ns print foo plus plus here. What'll happen is what will print is 1, and then this will become 2. It will become 2, but what's printed is actually 1. And so we can see that. We run that here, other than the fact that it cleared the log. So let's just comment that real quick. See, so it printed 1. If I were to change this over to the other way, now you run, see it printed 2 because it added 1 to it first and then used it in the print. So, yeah, So that's what we're doing there. So what we're doing on those. Now we're saying if you get to 0, 1, 2, 3, and you're at 4, 4 is bad. That'll blow up, right? So if I come here and I run this, kaboom, undefined, because that doesn't exist. So you're going off into no man's land. In some places, instead of returning undefined, it would actually blow up, So, and everything would die to a screeching halt. Hey, CyberSec. Yep, we know about you. You're going to see us soon. So this is basically resetting it back. So that way we're back to the thing. Yep. Cool. All right. So our sprinter. So we have security. Let's do, instead of, how do we want to do it? Let's, instead of printing what the current security, well, yeah, it's just so we can see, min security is this. So what we're doing is we're just trying to look at what is all of our different things, right? What is here? So now we can go and run this one. Helps if I save. All right, the current security is 3, the minimum security is 3. Yeah, we'll join. Why not? That's a lot to look at. One of the things that we could do instead is we could just say, hey, what is our security difference? And just say the minimum, we want what the difference is. So if this is 10 and this is 3, at the starting points that we had. So if we take the minimum, subtract that from what our current is, put parentheses around this just to make sure that the math is done first. We're adding in here. I think it'll still work anyways, but it's just nice to be clear. So now it just kind of tells us what our difference is. So how much above we are. So we could say, hey, it's not going to be that big of a deal. We should probably print what server it is that we're actually looking at. So print server. That's going to be our server name. Cool. So now we can start that. Server. We have the security is down to the minimum on that. Excuse me. Is it like too fixed? Number of digits after the decimal point. 2 is good enough for us. What other things do we want? Money. How much money is there? Cool. Money. How do we want to do the money? Again, do we want to do another max, min? Do we want... do we want a difference again? So we have our money. Let's do it. If I do current max, that's just going to tell me 0. So that's not helpful. You can say 0 is 100%. make it a percentage of how close we are. I want to compare. Oh, let's see. No, let's do. All right, I'm going to show you string interpolation. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. So I think it's. Oh, yeah, that's good. Okay, so server, and we want $. Yeah, I remember. Cool. No, we need backtick. So now I'm not having to do all this plus and stuff. We're going to say, hey, it's going to be this thing here. So if I do that, same thing here. I don't know if that actually makes it any better here. Yeah, whatever. How do we want to do our money? We just say what our current is and max is, and so money available out of X money. Do I need to do? That's just going to look weird. A lot of digits. I can't do too fixed because that's not too exponential. Oh, I think they had format number. Hey, what's the difference between T format? Format time. Okay. Format number. Number suffix start number is integer boolean format. It's not. Format. Yeah, it hasn't been removed in 2.4 yet. Okay. I don't know how to use it though. Format number. The number. So in this case, money available. Fractional digits. Have any fractional digits? Sure, we'll say 2. Say, because that's what was above. How high a number must be before a suffix will be added optional. Default's 2000. Okay, we'll just use the default. Represents integers. Sure, money is a integer. So I think it's in dollars, right? Well, I guess it may not be. So we'll just say money available since we're going to use that. All right, let's do let's print. Let's see how this looks. 2.008 million. Okay. Because it did round it and stuff. That's how much actual money. Cool. Let's know the percentage of that. So, let's do money. This out of this max money, which we need formatted. All right, let's do our interpolation. Money dollar here. Out of dollar for hectic. Oh yeah, that's much. What if we did? Do I need to backslash that? Can't remember for interpolation. No. All right. So now we want a percentage, which is just 1 divided by the other. I don't want to do the math right there. I will do it up here. Yeah, we'll call it 90%, I guess. Percent equals, and then it's going to be one of them divided by the other. I need the money available divided by the max, because the max is bigger, so that'll give me the percentage. Oh, dang it. There we go. I want to say that's a percentage. That'll probably give us weird stuff, so we probably need to do the same format. That's not right. It's probably 4%, which means I need to multiply this by 100. Because 4 times 5, or 4 times, wait, 25. 25 times 2, 50. Yeah, 4%. That's right. I can do math. Yay. I don't like how close that is, though. Um, 34 spaces there. Yeah, there we go. Oh, speaking of which, our security is down. So let's go and kill this guy. And let's go to our terminal and run. scripts loop. Heck, I'm gonna do food and stuff. Oh, let's do 5. Oh, not and T. There we go. Oh, actually, before that, because we just said we're only at 4%. Let's do run scripts loop grow. T13. Stuff. So there's a space, and that's supposed to be a space. Good enough. So I don't know how long it's going to take to run. Ooh, let's add. Are there? Can we got to be able to get that. NS grow time. Hey, I like that. This name, server name. Cool. Grow time. Amount of time in milliseconds. Okay. Not very good with milliseconds. So we'll call that print grow time. That's going to be, as we said, in milliseconds. So I need to take that, divide by 1,000 will give me how many seconds. Do they had a format? So NS. Hey, they had percent. Formats number as a percentage. Is RAM. Cool. Basically the same thing, except for it does it in, megabytes, gigabytes, and all that other fun stuff. We'll add an S so we know it's seconds. Minute. Let's format that. To fixed. Actually, I don't need the fractional piece of that. I suppose we can get fancy and make that or could it, does format number allow for that? Specified form options. And this. Numeric display. Oh, I think that's the, yeah, numeric display. hoping you'd have seconds to minutes or whatever, but so do that in my head. Yeah. Let's do up here. Our grow. Oh. Ha 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 ha. I'm dumb. This is, this needs to go inside. Otherwise, it'll never recalculate those values. I was getting new values because I was stopping and starting it. Ha ha ha. Hey, there we go. We saw things change. See, the grow time went down. Hey, now I've got 2 percentages. I don't need the percent sign anymore. Ugh, really wish I could have minutes and stuff. I'll do that. Our grow minutes equals grow time by 1,000 by 60 seconds. So if I don't want to mod. Oh, yes. No, I don't want mod. I'm going to divide by 60. And I want that to be just so grow minutes. Min, and then the grow seconds. This one will be mod 60. And then I will have to explain what mod is. Basically, when you're doing division, the mod is the remainder. That's basically what that's saying. So if I'm divided by 60, so if I have a minute and a half, so 90 seconds divided by 60 will give me 1.5, right? And so we're saying, hey, don't give me the 0.5. And here we're going to use the remainder. So in that case, 30 seconds. And so right, so not giving me, it gives it in percentage. That's not what I want. It was 77, so drop it down a little bit. That's fine. To precision. Okay, I don't need that. Yeah. Let's just do the full, just so we can compare. So, yeah. Rounding errors. That's close enough for me. I just want a quick look. So, cool. So watch this. I'm going to, because I like, going to create a function that is just print grow this. So now I can just say here print grow ns and take this and these. All right, so now if, so hold on, let's do this stuff to fixed 0. Now if the grow minutes is greater than 0, we're going to print this. Otherwise, we're going to just print this, but without the minutes. Now we just have the seconds. It's probably a smarter way to do this, but this does the job for me. Don't need the to fix now. Here. And let's do the same thing. It's getting unwieldy to look at. I don't need there. Now they become duplicates. That's a lot easier to read. Cool. I like that. Now let's do the same thing for print weekend. So I know I'm going through a whole lot of minutes, seconds. So now when we copy paste those, look, we'll read the same. And I'm going to actually I figured out how to reuse this, so it's even better. All right, so we're going to pass in, let's bring this guy up here so we get all the goody autocomplete stuff. But instead, we're going to pass in time and print time. Oh, that's not going to quite work. What I was thinking is that I could pass in the, this grow time, weekend time things, and then it'll do the bits. Yes, I can still do this. Okay, so instead we're going to now return this string here. Yeah. Otherwise, we'll return just the seconds. Now time gets put here, here. So let's change, right click, rename from time to milliseconds. So that way we know what it is that we're messing with. Cool. So now instead of print time, let's rename you to format time. Cool. So now up here, instead we go ns print row time. Now we say format time ns dot. Wait, do I still need the ns? I don't need the ns anymore. I don't need the ns anymore. Yay. Okay. Format time, and we wanted that grow time, which is just ns get grow time for the server name. So now we can do, let's do hack grow again. Get hack time, get again time, get grow time, hack grow. We can grow minutes not defined. We're not supposed to be, you're supposed to be seconds. What did I do wrong? It's gone now too. Using up arrow, by the way, in case list. Grow minutes. There's no more grow minutes. Did I not save it? Grow minutes. Oh. Return. Bet you guys saw that. Nice. That's pretty good. Let's see. Is there anything else that would be worth having on there? I don't know. So we have, the whole reason we were starting all this was to be able to get the heck analyze and the heck, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, so we got how long it takes to do the weekend. Let's do, just look at it. NS heck analyze. gets part of money stolen in a single thread. So ns print. So we have the grow, analyze, calculate the number of grow threads needed for a given multiplicative growth factor. Server name. Say we want decimal form multiplier to be added to server's money after applying additive growth. So it'll give me the number of threads needed. So if I wanted it to go up by, would this be 10% then? Let's give it a go. Oh, the other one we can print and this can analyze number of threads that will be used. 13. Because if I remember on food and stuff, that was, oh, I need to know what server. Yeah, it doesn't know what server. Does it not? Is weekend the same regardless of server? Okay. Must be greater than 1. Okay, so I want it 10 times? Yes. So that's how much money, right? Percentage. Okay. So this would be taking, that's percentage. Then I need to multiply that by 10. Or sorry, not 10, 100. So actually I can do the NS per format percent. Right? We'll take that much. And the weekend 0.65, that's what we were seeing when we were doing the 13 for food and stuff when we were weekend. So that makes sense. Growth analyze. So what is this? Calculate the number of growth threads needed to give a multiplicative growth factor. Let's do doodles because that one was like insane. So to get a multiplier of 10, full number of threads needed in order to grow to multiply the money available on the specified server by a given multiplier if all threads are at the current security level, regardless of how many threads are out. Also, an additive factor before the multiplier. Add $1 to the host money for each thread before applying the multiplier. This is, I've never really used this. Calculate the number of growth threads to apply a 2 times growth factor. It's not. And then always need to do a ceiling. Oh, it must be an integer in doing the threads, which makes sense. You can't have a partial thread. And so these numbers are not great because a single grow, well, I guess that grow was when I was in the terminal, not nothing. So I don't know. He hasn't gone up much since I started that. So we go back to our server name. Even 10 times. So we're at 4%. I need to multiply that by 25. To get us up to 100%, which is way more threads than we're going to be able to do. Yeah, fun. So things we get to code and try and figure out. All right. Ooh. Which RAM does this take? Well, 7. Cool. Well, we at least have information, which we didn't have before. Let's come here to our hacknet. Still pales in comparison to doing shoplifting. Cool. Hey, we're almost on par with it now. The last little few. Hey, we're probably on par now. This takes what? 2 to 3 seconds. So if it's 3 seconds, that's 5. If it's 2, it's 7.5. Yeah, so if it's 3 seconds, we're already on par. Still got lots of money. Didn't go up nearly as much as I thought it was going to. 5. Still better to do these ones. Yeah, we still have lots of money. Get them all the same. Oh, I blew it. It's just have money to burn. Oh. Burned all my money. So creating a program, just CC does the same kind of thing, but those are all things that you can buy. So there's just, why take the time when you could be, still taking the time, when you could be making money that way. Cool. So now we need to figure out how to use this information to do our little manager guy. So the main thing that we were wanting is to figure out a coordinated effort to get food and stuff up to its money, and see, I'm still growing. I need to get its money up there. So I need to run scripts. Oh, I don't think I did set up the weekend one. Weekend food and stuff. 6. Because it's a grow was, or hold on. We have our thing. So 0.6, each time a grow kicked off, it was going up by 0.1. Oh, that doesn't sound right, because we'd be a lot further off by now. Oh, it doesn't show. I don't know. Let's just do it. Don't have enough RAM. About 5. 4. 3. Oh my goodness. My monitor is taking up all my space. Boy, we really got close on that. Which is it to increase again now that I burnt all my money? 10. Configure. Oh, I'm not going to sit around and wait for that. So kill that. We're going to kill it. I did it again. Because the other one, so 3 should be. Yep. Cool. Ugh. All right, so we want our manager. All right, so I'm going to copy paste from the other piece, which has the pseudocode. Cool. Actually, I just thought we have these other servers. All right, so yeah, it says you can do the other scripts, but if you go and travel, costs money, but one of these places I can remember has bigger servers. So this will be much better. So we're going to buy that. We're going to name it Nexus. We'll call it 0 because it's the first one. Cool. So with these purchase servers, if we come back here to terminal, do scan, you can see that, hey, it's already something that's connectable to our host. So what we're going to do is some fun stuff. All right. So let's see, just to kind of show you what it is that we're going to do with our scripts. So if I connect over to, to Nexus here, and then I want to run scripts, well, if I hit tab, it's not giving me anything. And the reason is if I do, list that there's nothing on the server, there's no scripts here. So if I go back to home, I can do SCP, which is a secure copy, is what that means. So that's a real command that you can use. And secure copy to another server. So it's like a real thing, but obviously it's a little different here. So what we're going to say is we're going to take this, we're going to run the scripts, loops. Let's do the grow. And we're going to take that to Nexus 0. So now it says copied. So I go over here to the Nexus 0. I can see the scripts there. So now I can run the script for the grow. And I can do food and stuff. And we're going to do 20 of those bad boys. 3. Oh, I could do a lot more than 20. 19. 18. Oh. 18. Oh, it was close. So 16. There we go. So now, here in the active scripts, you can see how those are going. You can see a week in there. So with what we were doing, it was decreasing. However, now it will no longer be decreasing because Got a lot more going. All right, so we're making $9 a second on our noodles here, which is definitely not, should be so much better. That's because we're running a noodle script, which just sucks. Kill that. How much free space do we have? So at 4 gigs, we should be able to do a weekend. We're like, yeah, cool. So hopefully that'll get stuff going. It's a shame we don't have the space to be able to monitor it at the moment, but here soon we'll have some monies that we can get some RAM, then we can monitor and look and see how it's doing. Until then, let's come back up here to our editor. This is kind of what we're going to do, is we're going to say, hey, determine how many threads that we need. And then we're going to find places that has RAM available. Then we're going to copy the weekend script over, much like we just did with the Nexus 0. And then we're going to say on those servers, run, a single, not the looping one like we just put over there. Sure, we'll join you. So we did the looping ones for the Nexus. We're going to do the singles for this. And then we have calculated how long it'll take for it to go. Since there's rounding, we could easily add just an extra second to that, which of course slows us down and we're not getting as fast as it could be, but we're doing that. And so then this will sleep until that's done. And then once it's done, we'll start the loop. If it's not at the minimum, it'll do this again. And it'll do it over and over and over again until we're at the minimum. And then if we're not at the maximum, we'll say, hey, do the exact same kind of thing that we just did, except we're going to do it with the grows, and same thing with the hacks. So, since the grow, if I remember correctly, did a percentage, right? Because that's the time growth analyze for a given multiplier. Right, so if I go, let's go back to active scripts, grow. Wait, wasn't it a percentage? Yeah, see, it's grown by that percentage. The percentage is going down. Is that because of the security? Security is going up. So yeah, I think that percentage is because of the security. But that's why we need the script, so we can focus on the growth and the scripts and yada, yada, yada. The only thing that would make this better, of course, is doing the batching. I wonder if there'd be a way to Oh, I'm sure there's a way to calculate. I've wanted to use this and not batch per se, but or at least not the kind of batching that they're doing. But yeah, cool. All right, so food stuff's gonna take a while. Hey, you can buy more RAM now. In a different place. The RAM and stuff doesn't matter which city you're in. It's still the costs are the same. This and the costs are still the same for all these. They just have bigger ones available. And so, yeah, we're getting close to 2 hours now. So, I'm going to call this good for now. Yeah. Well, that good for now. I'll see you guys next time. Actually, I don't want to keep making my. I need to do a faction for that. What do we got? Factions, costs. Yeah, those are all right, but having more money to start after getting faster of those would be nice. Billions I'm not going to have by next time. I believe because all right, so I believe I travel to Tokyo. Yeah, and there's Noodle Bar. Definitely check out the Noodle Bar. Here we go. Yeah, so coming to Tokyo allows us to join this faction. Each city kind of has their own faction, and some which are groups. Eat some noodles. I got to eat some noodles. Heck yeah. Delicious. Okay. This one, see, they got different ones. This gives us more reputation, which is good. More reputation, that's also good. Reputation companies, we're not doing that. This one's nice. So this is the one that I want to get, is that now we no longer get the penalty for when we're not focused. And so here we always act as though we're focused, even if we're not. So that is an excellent one to have. Yeah. So we're going to do you. We're going to take some security work is 2.6. Hacking. Definitely much better. All right. So we're going to leave it this way, and then we're going to shut off and call it good here. So cool. Take care, guys. Have a good night. See you next time. If I can find where things are set up.